Und wir haben hier Ivan von Scale Auto, der uns die Neuheiten 2023 vorstellt. Hello Ivan.
Hello, nice to meet you again here.
Yes, again, after a long break. 3 years no toy fair. Yeah. But now we can start with our Scale Auto cars. Right. Let's start with Formula One.
Yeah, we introduced this year finally the painted liveries from replicas from the 90s, which will include the 91 version from McLaren and the 91 version for the Williams, with fully decorated helmets and nice liveries and paint jobs. And after that, we will go to the 95 versions, which German customers will be very happy to have.
Yes.
Because number one is over here and will be with the high nose version, obviously. And these cars will be the Benetton and the Williams from 95, with also the decorated helmets as the real cars, as the real drivers. In these samples, still missing some decorations on the flaps, but this will be also painted and finished like the real car. Those cars are the same mechanics. They use a common motor mount, exchangeable, high output motor with a high magnet, and you can fit suspension front and rear and also in the sides.
Is there the possibility to put a digital decoder inside?
Digital decoder inside. We have a free space here in the front.
Yes.
And I think there is a space.
Yes, maybe it will work. We should try it.
I don't know all the chips that there is in the market, but for sure will be some job could be done on that.
Okay.
These aluminum rims, front and rear, rectified axle, adjustable front, adjustable rear, body floating, lightweight bodies, fast cars.
Yeah, and I think there will be a lot of tuning parts.
Yeah.
Yes, especially for this car, or may I use tuning parts which I can use in other cars too?
Yeah, these cars we have the gear, exchangeable gears from 23 to 30 tooth, so they can change all gear ratios from the cars. And the central part from the gear is separated from the gear itself, so you can fit many kinds of pinions without limited of diameters.
Okay.
So you can adjust anything.
Okay. When will these cars be on the German market?
On the market, these are delivering this month of February, these 4.
Yeah.
And this is for June, July of this year.
Okay. Nice to hear.
About Formula One.
Yes.
There is more Formula One liveries, but it's coming in between or later on.
Okay.
But it's still not sample finished.
Okay. Do you know, or do you say which will appear in maybe winter?
We do have here a list of new coming items.
So it's not a secret?
Not a secret. Oh, I know that. Not a secret. It's that one.
Yeah.
That's the Ferrari Formula One from 91. Lotus Ferrari.
But I don't know this one.
And this is the Ligier as well, but this is end of the year. So maybe this year, maybe not. I'm not sure. This is the last one.
Continue with these new cars, new tooling?
No, new livery is that.
Okay.
So
Peugeot 200?
208.
Yep.
Yeah. So these two new liveries from the Peugeot 208. Gulf, always selling. It's good collector item.
Yeah.
And Hankook is a Spanish rally driver, which is quite famous in Spain for being a youngster, which is pushing hard.
Okay, and this rally cars, is there a special chassis for rally cars?
No, the only thing that they use is similar like that they use a 4x4 wheel drive.
Yes.
And that was the only difference they use than the rest of the GT cars. But they use the same motor mount, they use everything the same.
Yeah. Are these cars made for a dirt track or for a normal
track? It's very easy to drive them. And if they want to use in a dirt track, it's also possible because of 4x4.
Dirt tracks are not very famous in Germany. Can you explain how do you do a race or a rally in Spain, in Italy?
Well, in Spain, the rally with dirt tracks, they use powder from cacao.
Yeah, cacao.
Cacao powder mixed with some kind of wheat,
meal,
Yes.
Yeah.
Some kind of wheat, toasted wheat, for simulation of the sand, and they used to spray over or put over the track, and so make the track very slippery. And then with the 4x4 you have a little bit more of traction.
And is there a special suspension in these cars?
No.
To use on dirt tracks?
No, we use the normal configuration like in the normal tracks, but they used to play a little bit more. The body is playing a little bit more over the chassis, but nothing else.
Okay.
And these two is the two new toolings, which is the Mitsubishi Evo 5 and Evo 6 versions, which is basically the same body, just change the nose. The nose and rear wings are different, and that is the new tooling that is already injected in plastic. So this is coming very soon into the market, and you can make it inline or angle winder, as you wish.
Okay.
And this new tooling development for this year, so it's a complete new product for the market.
Okay, and the Peugeot seems already ready?
Yes.
When will these cars be on the market?
These two is delivering now in February as well, and the Mitsubishi will start delivering around May.
Okay.
Yeah. The racing kits and white body kits and so on is starting on May, and the fully printed deliveries from the World Champion 98 and 99, this will come after summer.
Okay.
This is Tommi Mäkinen, World Champion both cars.
Okay, famous driver, yes.
So easy to identify.
Okay, so until now we just talked about cars, but below the cars I can see a track with a Scale Auto logo.
Yes.
Here, and this feels very good with a high grip.
The high grip, yes.
And you have a complete systems.
Correct.
A system for the tracks.
Up to 6 lane, up to 6 radius, starting from the very small radius, which is that one. That's a very sharp radius.
Yeah.
And from these to radius 6, then we can make up to 12 lane.
Okay.
Track systems or different shapes or longer corners, because radius 6, what it allows to us is to make a long, let's say, Spa-Francorchamps long corners going up, and something like that. And we do have some features on that, which I'll show you. This is this gray color. Then we have these tabs here in the side, and these tabs here in the side, that what it makes is self-aligning. Yeah. So when it's playing, you never have steps between the tracks. So it's always fitting together, and one fits suits the other for self-aligning. So you never have steps on the tracks. And this is also in the straights. It's coming also in the straights this year. And the rail is stainless steel. This is suitable for 124 and 132nd cars, and it's fully compatible with Carrera. We have here the Carrera. That's a Carrera track from everybody have in Germany, and that is the fitting.
Perfect. Yes.
So it's a perfect fitting. So if you want to use any exchange lane for digital or whatever in Carrera, you can use the Carrera exchange lanes with adapter. So you can make the rest of the track with this kind of grip or surface. The same high, deep, very reinforced tracks on the underneath. So it makes more.
Radius 1, 2, 3, 4 is identical with is the same like Carrera has?
No, Carrera start on 2.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the middle between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then finish here.
Okay.
So you have 1 and 2 more.
Okay.
Than the Carrera tracks. We do also personalized printing. So if there is any club that wish to have, I want all the borders with Bitburger. I can print all the borders with Bitburger. Or if he's a fan of whatever, I can print the race sets or the tracks by any logo or any sponsor they may have for the club. So print all the corner in shell. Or it's possible to do. It's no problem at all. So I think it's a nice feature as well. We do have three sets of walls, so different heights. So from single, double, or triple barriers. And this is still prototypes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And do you have shoulders for the tracks
and
too?
then we have shoulders. I must go there.
Okay. So we've seen the walls for the track, and now let's talk about the shoulders.
The shoulders. That's a personalized shoulder that we printed with Foster's, but we can print with anyone. Usually comes with the same color as the track, no different colors, and then you can fit here. Okay.
Okay, and then I can fit the
wall in the back.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly.
And there is for every radius the shoulder available.
We have radius inner and outer versions, and available for all the tracks. And I have here the 6-lane. The radius 6 is this size, so you can see it's quite a big track to put together, and it's nearly straight.
Yeah.
But it's a corner.
Yeah.
So you can make a 2.5 diameter corner, which is quite nice.
You need a lot of space for this track.
Exactly, a lot of space. Or if you don't want to make straights, you want to make a large corner on sharp. It's very easy to make different versions of race tracks.
Yeah, I did not know that this track is compatible with Carrera, so I have a lot of new ideas now building tracks. Yeah.
That's great.
And did you make a comparison between the grip on this track and grip on Carrera track?
The Carrera track is more slippery usually. And with this track is grip, but not excessive grip. So we don't go to a grip like Ninko, for example. It's high grip, and we go to something smooth, which is nice to drive on. And we are looking for this kind of grip because otherwise the difference could be very big between Carrera and us. And with this is a little bit different, but still is something similar.
Okay, and the tracks, the parts for the tracks are available?
Yes, all track is available in the market. We do have half straight, quarter straight.
Yeah.
So we have 5 radius right now, 6 coming now, and all these straights. And we are working on the lane change for next year. But this year will be not. But for 2024, we expect to have the lane changing as well.
Okay, and behind you I can see track with German adapter. The adapter, why do I need it? It's compatible.
It's compatible with Carrera.
Yeah.
So we can have Carrera tracks and just.
So I don't need an adapter.
No need adapter.
Okay.
That's the track of adapter. So when you want, you put here all the scale auto track, and when you want to go into the other side, just put another piece here, and then you keep connecting.
Okay. Same for the corners.
Same for the corners. You want to make a corner with this kind of corners, then you just put this track here in the end of the section of the Carrera, and you start the section of on scale auto, and the connection here is not bumpy. Yeah. So it's aligned. Inside is aligned. So dimensions are very close, and it makes very smooth pass between both systems.
Now it's like Christmas, a lot of cars on this table. Ivan, thank you for this presentation. Please explain these new cars.
Okay, this is our range for 132nd slot cars, and we do have in 132nd 3 qualities of final products. One is called Home Series, which is a Sidewinder motor, plastic hubs, and painted body, fully detailed body. That's nothing about quality on the body. The body is the same for all the cars. Then we have the R Series, which is the first step into competition, which have a separate motor pod and aluminum rims in the back, plastic rims in the front. And then we have the full Racing Series, which comes with a stronger motor, high output motor, low profile tires in the front, aluminum wheels front and rear, and a suspension system, active suspension system on the rear, already as a standard, as it comes out of the box. So this is the RS, this is the R, and this is the Home Series. And on new cars, we do have plenty of new liveries from the Porsche 911s, which the first one to come in will be the Coca-Cola versions in March, just that ones. On the Honda NSX, we do have 2 liveries coming out this February. Caterpillar and blue and Curbs version. All them available in Home Series and R Series. And then we have new toolings in 132nd, which is the Callaway GT3. It's a complete new development based on the Corvette, but complete new body, new wing, new rear end, new chassis.
And if I'm right, this Home Series chassis has a preparation for the Carrera Digital decoder,
and these cars
does not have. Yes.
Does not have this. The Carrera decoder in South Europe is not so common, and it's more common in North Europe. And so we designed these chassis to fit the Carrera decoder, but these ones not. They must drill the space for the Carrera decoder, which is not so easy to do, but possible. And then we introduced this year a new range, which is called Pro. And the Pro comes with this kind of motor mount, which is more angle.
Yeah.
So we can keep the magnet effect from the car much more time into the rail and make more faster cars, longer distance to support the axles, aluminum rails front and rear. And on this range of cars, we do have the new Porsche 963, which is just the raced last weekend.
Yeah.
So we will have that in 3 months time. This is already, tooling is already started. That's a sample, not yet from the tooling, but how it will look on sizings and dimensions is like that. And then we do have as well Peugeot 9X8, same kind of chassis, Pro, and a hypercar version as well.
And the scale is 132nd. It looks bigger.
It looks big because this is a big car.
Yeah.
But if you want to compare it with Porsche 911, we can see here the difference between 911 and a Porsche 963. And the last one, which is 3D in progress still, is the BMW LMP. Well, how call it? The Daytona prototype? No, GTP from Daytona. That also raced last weekend. So this is still a very early stage of development, but we expect to have these 3 cars on the market before the end of the year.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is forget about that. This is 2 Audi versions that we supply in kit, so that people have to print by themselves. And there is 4 liveries on the BWT, so you can make 4 different cars, and also 4 liveries on the Montaplast versions, based on ADAC GT Masters, and this comes in white kits, and then you have to paint it up and build up like a model kit.
Oh, let's go to the next topic, scale 124.
Yeah.
This looks great. What is it?
Okay, that is our 2 new models on the GT class in 124, which is the BMW M6, which is an adapter to fit on the metal chassis that we have in the rest of the range, and the BMW M8 GTLM. So these are the 2 new models that we are releasing out this year for the GT class, and then we move on with the LMP with the Oreca 07 with plastic chassis or with metal chassis. So both will be compatible and both will be available in the market with the chassis of plastic or metal. We do have the Oreca 07 body, and we have the Acura LMP from Daytona, which is different nose and different accessories, but basically the same. And both will be available in plastic chassis and metal chassis for competition.
And plastic chassis means Home Series?
Yes.
And this RC2 chassis is for the word for the metal chassis in scale.
This is the plastic chassis, so it's fully compatible with all the plastic tracks, digital compatible, and all these kind of customers. And then we have the metal chassis, which comes with the sport chassis with full metal, carbon fibers, sponge tires in front and the rear. So this will be a class itself, based on the tracks they race on wooden tracks or this kind of more club orientated customers.
And the chassis for this car is a new chassis. I didn't see this chassis before.
No, this is the sport chassis. It's a standard in our range, but not the same as the GT cars. The GT cars use RC2 chassis, and on the LMP we will use the sport chassis, which is a little bit more sophisticated than the GT3.
Okay. So Ivan, thank you for this Christmas evening with a lot of new cars.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. We will see us again, maybe on the racetrack. So
sure.
Bye.
Bye bye.